And in this first ear, this is really the more interesting of the two. We've got some pale wax here at the periphery, very easy to suction away, not really a problem at all. You can get it with a standard sized suction probe here. But right in the back, there is a lump of what is probably the blackest wax that I've ever seen. And, you know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say it was a piece of coal. Now, obviously it's not coal, it can't be coal, that's impossible. But just look at the colour of it. Have you ever seen anything like that? I mean, it's quite remarkable. Now, when we say black wax in other videos, obviously we mean dark brown, really dark brown, because the wax is old, it's had plenty of time to oxidize, and it's dark brown. This is quite on another level. So I'm going in here with a fine end, and mercifully there is movement there. So I was dreading it because I thought it might be adhered to the canal, but there is movement there. And notice how when I pull this chunk up, the oil recedes and it flows into that little anterior recess, so the trench in front of the eardrum. And then when I put the plug down, the oil splashes back forth. So that's a sign that the plug is actually kind of anchored into the trench. And then I've lifted it up, the oil has flowed into that trench. Then when I put it back down again, the oil comes out. So, but thankfully, the oil has given me just enough lubrication, just enough position to slide this, well, it's sort of like a black kind of hard plate of debris. So it must have been in there an incredibly long time to get that colour. So there we have it. And if we look in the ear now, you know, the eardrum's perhaps a little bit tarnished with wax, but notice how it's kind of pink purpley around the bottom there. When I first saw that colour, I thought, ooh, is there a little bit of hemorrhaging there? Is a little bit of hematoma? But no, it's probably just, you know, looking a little bit rosy there due to the abrasion of me lifting it up and down. This is the second ear. Nothing too unusual in this ear, although the eardrum is, you know, smattered and speckled with dry hard wax. So again, we've got this kind of classic chewing gum sort of dried molasses type earwax in this ear. So drowned it in olive oil and just cleaning up the periphery here. And if you ever see me kind of violently kind of move the suction probe up and down at the entrance after I've done olive oil, it's because I'm trying to sort of get as much oil off these hairs so it doesn't smear up the endoscope. And again, we've got a nice flap of dead skin kind of adhered to the canal, and then we've got this central bit here. And at the moment, I'm just kind of probing to see, you know, what's the best way of dealing with it. And see kind of here, I'm trying to peel the skin off the right-hand side, and I'm fairly sure at one point or another I try and kind of scrape it off and it hurts the patient. So I've got to try a slightly different tactic. I thought that by sort of, I think it's here, yeah, he didn't like that. I thought that by peeling it